In this video we're sketching linear graphs from an equation. So here's our first equation, and what we have to do is use these x values to make a graph so that we know if y equals 2 times x plus 1. So we're going to do working out for every single one of them. So first of all, when x equals 0, so this point here, we will know if x equals 0, y is always going to equal this equation, which means that y equals 2 times 0, because we said that x equals 0, we are substituting in 0 here for the x. So 2 times 0 plus 1, 2 times 0 is 0, adding in the 1, and therefore our y value will be 1. So we can put it into our table here. We have to keep going like that, so when x equals 1, y equals 2x plus 1 again, so y equals 2 times 1 this time, plus 1. 2 times 1 is 2, adding in the extra 1 gives us a value of 3, and we can put our y value into our table. Let's keep going. When x equals 2, y equals 2x plus 1, we know that x equals 2 this time, so it'll be 2 times 2 plus 1. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, so we can put that into our table. And last x value point, when x equals 3, y equals 2x plus 1. See how I'm writing the equation every single time? And then I'm substituting in our x value. So in this case, 2 times 3 plus 1. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Here is our value into the table. Alright, now we have all of our x and y points. We can actually plot them. So at x equals 0, y equals 1. X equals 0, here's y equals 1. At x equals 1, y equals 3. So let's go up to 3. When x equals 2, y equals 5. Let's go up to there. And when x equals 3, y equals 7. So keep going. And we can see straight away that here is our straight line, and it will continue. Right, in this case, we have a different story, and it's a car wash, where every single day you rock up, you earn $10 per car that you wash, and they give you an extra $5 a day just for showing up. Okay, so we want to figure out, if I have washed a certain number of cars, how much money am I going to make? So we have to start with an equation. How does this information turn into an equation? Let's let x equal the number of cars we wash, because that's the one that's going to change, and our dollar value will be y. So how much money will I make each day if I wash a certain number of cars, plus I am getting a certain amount of pay? So using this information, we know we're going to earn $10 per car, our car being x, and we are going to make $5 on top of that as well, just for showing up. So if I wash 0 cars, and my equation is 10x plus 5, and I have washed when x equals 0, and I know I have washed 10 times 0 cars, plus our $5, I'm going to make no money from washing cars, but $5 from just rocking up. So there's our 5. If I wash 1 car, then my amount I am going to earn is going to be 10 times 1, right? Plus our $5 for showing up, so that's going to be $15. We can see there's a pattern starting. When x equals 2, I've got y equals 10x plus 5 again, which is 10 times 2 this time, plus our $5, so 25. And we can keep going like that. When x equals 3, y equals 10x plus 5, which is 10 times 3 in this case, plus 5, which is 35. So that's how much money I'm going to make. So I can start to graph that. I know this number on the bottom is usually my x, but this time it's the number of cars that I've washed. Up the side here, it's going to be dollars that I have earned. Right, so how much money am I making off those cars? Now, we have numbers that go from 5 to 35, so we could go 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, we've run out of space. We might have to go 10, 20, 30, 40, right? Part of making these decisions about how big your axis is going to be is very important in graphing. Right, we can actually graph that now. So when we do 0 cars, we make $5. When we do 1 car, we make 15. 2 cars, 25, and 3 cars is 35. Boom, nice and easy.